I used to work at a call center in my early 20s. It was one of my first jobs right out of college. And we used to like look at the people who were clearly older, like we guessing in their 40s and older, on the call center floor, plugging in, taking calls, and we'd be like, why are they working call center job them age? Yeah? Judgy, young one, judgy, lest you be judged. Well, if things don't turn around for me really quickly, I might be that 40-year-old in the call center real soon. You know, I saw a thing came across my timeline that says it's taking Americans 6 to 12 months to find jobs. And Jaja, I hope it's not the same for Jamaicans, but it kind of looks so. Because I've been back in Jamaica for 3 months now, and not going for me yet. Not going for me yet. And I will be honest that I haven't been pounding the floor. I haven't been pounding the pavement, as they say. I have not been like applying and looking and What I've been doing is trying to connect with my network and say, I'm back. Do you know of anything and, anybody you know about and things like that. And I've been on a couple interviews, as I said in my last video. Nothing has been concrete yet. I still think the last one has some potential, so we'll see where that goes. But me need a work. It's been 3 months now, and it's getting to the point where we can't go 6 to 12 months. I cannot. So it's definitely getting to the point where I'm like, oh, this is kind of getting tight. It's kind of getting tight. I need a job. So I have now been pounding the pavement. I put out 12 job applications just last week alone. Just from 2 websites, 2 on LinkedIn and 1 from CaribbeanJobs.com. And I don't know why I've given them the website, so it can go be my competition. But I have put out a bunch of job applications last week. And I'm not in Jamaica right now, so I plan to, when I go back to Jamaica, because I'm only away for a short time, I do plan when I go back to Jamaica to start hitting like the classifieds. The Sunday classifieds usually have a good job section with jobs. I'm at the point now where I'm not even just looking for jobs in my field. When I left the corporate world, I left as a marketing manager for a sports bar. So my career spans digital marketing, account management, advertising, PR, social media. I've done the full spectrum of marketing, and I've done some sales. I unfortunately can't apply to many of the sales jobs that I've been seeing, because sales in Jamaica, you need to have a car. Nobody now give you a car for drive unless you're higher up, or I don't know, but all of them have said you must have a reliable vehicle. So that rules me out at this point in time. I would love to go back in a sales job. I think it meets what I'm trying to do so much, because I'm still trying to like build, my online presence and my side hustles. So I would love a sales job where I don't have to be in office full time. I need a vehicle. Anyways, so that is the state of the job market in Jamaica right now. I can't say that I can give a true representation of how long or how hard it is to get a job in Jamaica, because as I said, for the 3 months that I've been back, I've not been hitting the pavement. So let us see what happens in this next month, because I need a yes from somewhere. In this month, in a junior, I need a yes from somebody somewhere, so that I can continue to live the princess lifestyle that I've been showcasing you. Because I see one in the comments, like, how you mean it's $300,000 cost of living, blah blah blah. You have a sugar daddy? What job do you do? And so many of you have been in the comments trying to get into my business. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. But I will remind you all that I do have a platform. I do have online content creation that I do and have been doing for a while. And I'm not doing it for free. I'm not doing it for fun. YouTube pays. Blogging pays, social media pays, but it doesn't sustain my lifestyle to what I want it to be yet. And so, I have my hand in a lot of different pots, but some of the pots have dried up and some of the pots I have closed myself because they just don't align with what I want to be doing with my life right now. I really would actually want to go back into a job because I feel like a job gives you a foot into a job gives you a foot back into getting to know people, meeting people, a social life, a social presence. And one of the things that I'm definitely lacking right now is a better network. When you look at my resume, it is dated for lack of a better word. I have a gap in my resume because I left corporate to go do this online thing, which was fruitful for what it was. And it's not that it's not fruitful anymore, or I couldn't go back heavy hitting into social media and digital marketing to make the money that I want to make. It's just that I actually really do want to go back into corporate to expand my social network, because you can ask anybody who works for themselves in any kind of online industry, it gets lonely after a while. And so when I was where I was going, when I said there's a gap in my resume, obviously there's a gap in my resume because I chose to leave the corporate world, but it reflects in my social life as well. There's a gap in my network and the people who I know. And so I'm just like, I don't really know a lot of the who's who in Jamaica anymore. I don't know anybody who's in the higher ups anymore to kind of tap into and say, hey, I need a work, I need a job. Or just when it comes on to like networking, and in Jamaica we have a saying, it's not who you know but who know you. Me don't know nobody right now, nobody don't know me. I don't know anybody right now and nobody knows me. And Jamaica is a small island that runs on links. It runs on who you know and who know you. And so I really want to expand that network of who I know and who know me. And to do that, I think I wouldn't mind going back into a 9-to-5, honestly. A hybrid. Some of the jobs that I've been applying to, some of the companies in Jamaica really are up to the time. They will let you know that, it's some days in office, some days off. I love that. That's why I wanted to even start getting into sales, because as I said, I don't know that I want to be in office 9-to-5 every day of the week. If I have to, I will, because as I said, things are get tight. The belt around the waistline is getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and I'm feeling the squeeze. So I need to get back into our work. And as fruitful and as fun as it was to do the online thing, I was not lucky enough to be one of them that made it really big when I was trying. And so I want to come off the roller coaster of 1 month the income is this, and then the next month the income is this, and there is no planning, there is no whole heap of budgeting. It kind of rough. It was rough, and it was not good for the nervous system. I'll say that. And so I'm ready to go back into a system where I know exactly how much money I'm getting at the end of the month, and I can budget it and save it and do what I want to do, child. But I realized that only one interview I've been on so far has been like, so there's this gap, and I've been able to explain it, and they're like, okay, but I didn't get a job, so maybe they weren't okay. So I don't know if that is as frightening. I don't know if my age as well. I've seen another conversation online where people are saying, people not hire old people anymore. You got to be young and fresh and have fresh knowledge. I genuinely don't know if my age is a thing right now. And that's why I've been saying that the 10 jobs or the 12 jobs that I've applied to so far, I'm no longer even just looking in my expertise anymore. You want somebody if it just come do some, not data entry, but like a clerk in your company. You need not an accounting clerk, but you get what I'm saying? Like, I will take up an office job to get back my feet wet. Like, I don't need to be your marketing manager, since that was my last role. I don't even need a management role. I will be an executive, a coordinator. I applied to a marketing coordinator job at somewhere, I don't remember. I understand that there's a gap in my resume, and you might not be sure of my skills anymore. And so I am looking at all and sundry right now. any kind of job that is slightly in my field, even if it is clerical or a desk job, a paper pusher. I just need something that pays my bill at the end of the month. At this point, I just need something that pays my bills, because I know better than many that once you're in, you can move around. You just need to get your foot in. And so that's what I've been trying to do, is just get my foot in. And maybe I shouldn't say that out loud, that I know how to move around, because but anyways, the companies, they don't want you to move around, but I just need a foot in so that I can do what it do, because I am a networker. I am the person who can get it done, but I just need to get my foot in. So I just wanted to come on here and update y'all on what the job market has been for me as someone who has returned to Jamaica recently, just in case you are thinking of coming back to Jamaica and you're like, I wonder if I'll be able to get a job. You might want to secure that job before you come, if that's possible, or come with 6 to 12 months of cushion to hold yourself up while you're on the job search, or come better prepared than I was to start a business. So let's go into that. I actually would love to start a business here in Jamaica. In 2020, note the year. In 2020, I did lay the groundwork to start a business. It was a self-care business, because if you go back to some very old videos on this channel, you will see that I used to make all of my hair products and some of my skin products. My hair flourishes. My hair, as you can see right now, I don't know if it translates to you, but my hair flourishes when I make my own products, because natural ingredients work. They do work. And they work better than any over-the-counter product that I've tried. And I've tried a bunch of them. I've tried all the name brand natural hair products. I have yet to try Beyonce's. I have heard good things about hers. I don't know if I want to spend that money for Beyonce's product line just to say I've tried Beyonce's product, when I know I can whip up a batch of leave-in conditioner, deep conditioning treatment, and hair butter for myself, and my hair comes out chef's kiss. Worse with my mother's flaxseed gel, the best gel I have ever used in my hair, child. So I don't know if I want to spend that money on her products when I know my products work. And so I did actually start to formulate, and I actually came up with a line of products and gifted it to one of my good friends back in 2020. And then everybody knows what happened in 2020 that kind of shuttered that business immediately. And so I did not take it up back. Last year, I took it up back briefly in Mexico just to pay some of my bills. I whipped up a batch of products of whipped shea butter for people in Mexico, because in Mexico it's hard to find Black people products, whether it's hair or skin products. So I whipped up a batch and sold it just to pay some bills, and let me tell you, rave reviews. Everybody loved it. And so I know my products are good, because I use this is what I use in my day-to-day. So I know my products are good. That was the first time I think I actually sold it on a large scale to people who barely knew me. They knew, oh, that's the girl from Jamaica. We all live in Mexico, but they don't know me, and they bought my products and they loved it. It was so validating. Though I didn't need the validation, it was just good to hear. It was just good to get that feedback from people who, they're not just tooting, air up because they know me or my friends. They genuinely love the product. And so I know that the products work, and I want to start back that business. And so while I'm here, I'm planning to purchase some raw materials to take back with me to see if I can start that business again. So, oh, by the way, if you guys want to contribute, if anybody wants to, can we do this as a Kickstarter? Anybody who wants to contribute to me starting my business, you can. There is a link down in the description for my fundraiser, so that you can contribute, just in case you like my content and you're rooting for me, and you see that, you hear me when I say it's getting tight, and you want to contribute to me starting a business in Jamaica. Please, I appreciate any help that you all can offer. Contribute to the fundraiser down below. I will be sharing videos about me starting a business in Jamaica. However, those videos will really be for my peeps, my supporters, my day ones, anybody who is interested in those videos. I will be sharing those videos on Patreon, not here on YouTube. I may share some like general, broad, top level videos on YouTube, but if you want to see the nitty gritty, the behind the scenes of me starting my business in Jamaica, it will be over on my Patreon. That link is down in the description box below as well. And it's only $5 a month. So it would help me greatly to get this business up and running, because if you ever started a business, it's not cheap. And I'm running on the thinnest of budgets right now, but I'm going to do what it takes to get this business off the ground, because even when I do find a work and get back into a 9 to 5, I will always, I'm just that person who always has my hand in a few pots. I'm going to always have a side hustle going. And, this business is a dream of mine. I kind of want to grow it into more than a side hustle. Eventually, I will have a line of products that people love. And I've always wanted to keep it small scale. I do not envision seeing my products in Target or Walmart or whatever. That's not what I want. I've always been the person who wants to do, what do you call that, boutique products. You know why? Because then you get into products that need something artificial to keep it preserved. I don't want to put a bunch of preservatives in my products. So I want you to come to me and buy the product and know, so you need to use it. Like my mom's flaxseed gel, you got to use it this week. Don't use it next week. It not go good. It's gonna spoil after 2 weeks, and you have to keep it in the fridge. I like those products. I like those all natural products. I mean, whipped shea butter is not that serious. It's just that it will melt if you put it in hot sun, obviously. But I like those products that are made in someone's kitchen with love, from all natural ingredients, and my hair absolutely flourishes with them. None of these synthetic things that I've ever bought off nobody's shelf in nobody's big box store have worked better than my own ingredients. So if you want to see me build that business from the ground up, those videos will be on my Patreon. Please go ahead and log in and join my Patreon. $5 a month goes towards my business. And of course, I will have something special, because I feel like if you've been contributing to the business for a certain amount of time, you should definitely enjoy the benefits of the business. And so all my contributors, I got you. We will meet inside of Patreon and you will find out the details. But yeah, so that's just I just wanted to jump on here and share with y'all a little report on what the job market here is like in Jamaica. If y'all have any leads, let me know. I've told y'all what my background is, a little bit of what my background is like. If you know Tom Brown and him have a shop, and him want somebody to come manage the shop, or him want somebody to come work in at the shop, you let me know. Me we going at the shop to work. If you know Tom Brown and him have a bar and him the bartender, you let me know. At this point, I don't think I'm turning down any jobs. If I don't get a job, like a solid yes, in June, I will be the 40-odd-year-old on the call center floor. Because if let me tell you something, you want a report on what the job market is like here in Jamaica? If nothing else, call center work a dash way. Call center work, they have to kill. Every minute one new building go up and it's a call center them building. I'm a mom. I do what it takes. I gotta do what I am the one. I am the one and the two who will do. My child will not go without. She will not go without. So I am not even worried, because I know that if A don't work, we go to B. If B don't work, I'm going to C. So it's not as I'm worried that my money will run out eventually and I'll be on the street side. Never that. Never that. I will be in the call center saying, hi, how can I help you? Good day. Whatever it takes. Whatever the script is that them give me to say, I will be saying it. And I will go home at my yard and the youngster them will chat me. And boy, I just take my karma because I used to chat them too. me used to chat about them too. So quick little video today just to come in and sit with y'all and say hi and let y'all know how I'm doing and that I'm looking at work. So if you have any leads, you let me know. Anybody out there who, if you are in the Jamaican diaspora and you have a car, sit down somewhere that you only use 2 times out of the year, because when you come to Jamaica and you're interested in renting out a car for long term, jump in on my DM. Make we talk about something. Because I need a car. If I did have a car, I could have done sales work. You see what I say? My name is Monique from Kingston, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.